Shit, what up though? Cheers, man. My breakfast. Shit. I've been kinda I've been kinda laying low. You guys just see me, post shorts or post memes and shit, but I gotta lay low on this YouTube shit, you know, cause the things I got going for me, you know, shit, hell, I even deactivated my Facebook. You know what I mean? So I've been moving a little bit differently. You know, I just want to say what's up with y'all. It's been a while. Obviously, you can tell I literally just woke up. you know, I'm groggy as hell, so gotta have my breakfast. As you can see, man. Eventually, I'm gonna start straightening up before these games start. I wanted to touch on some things, neither here or there. But as many of y'all may know, I'm from Compton, LA County, whatever you want to call it, all parts of LA. So I'm a Laker fan, die hard. I've been a Laker fan since 95, 96. You know what I mean? I would say that I was born a Laker fan because damn near everybody and my family, my dad's side of the family, we all Laker fans. You know what I mean? Shoot, when you go to where I'm from, my neck of the woods, it's a Lakers city. It's a Lakers town. You know what I mean? So we do cherish those, Kobe Bryant moments. The shit that Kobe brought to the table. You know, his work ethic. You know, like his will to always want to get better and improve every single day. You know what I mean? So we won 5 rings during the Kobe era, during the Black Mamba era. You feel me? One thing I'ma say on this one, cause I haven't been watching basketball. I mean, I've tried when LeBron first came to LA, when we still had Lonzo Ball and all that, you know. So, with me, I actually try to be fair. I try to be fair as much as I can. Like, you know what? Let's see what he could do. But let me tell you something, man. I'm actually kind of pissed off. You know what I mean? Cause not only have we overpaid for LeBron, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna skip to the point. This whole in game, in season tournament thing from the NBA. I hear LeBron, and this is before during the COVID season when we had the bubble, right? When a lot of the NBA stars, athletes sat out because of the COVID, and only a few teams played in a tournament and shit. So I don't count us as being, tied with the Celtics and shit like that. Cause that ring that we won was it back in 2019, 2018, whatever. You know what I mean? That leave an asterisk, right? I don't count the bubble championship, right? I see clips of LeBron talking about, oh well, I got y'all one. Talking about with the fans, I got y'all one. Remember that? Like, dog, you got us a plastic ring. Fast forward to today. Why the hell am I saying? Like, okay, we beat the Pelicans and shit. We got an in-season tournament. Why the hell is the team that I love so fucking much, that I was Man, I will every day rep the Lakers, but why the hell am I looking at shit and looking at these fools like they won a goddamn championship? Y'all popping champagne and shit, like in the fucking locker room and shit. A whole ceremony trophy. I mean, I get it. Yo, they won the end season tournament. From my understanding, they won the end season tournament. They get a paycheck. They get $500,000. The ones who win the tournament get $500,000 paycheck. So I can understand why the players is happy. But then at the same time, it's like, dog, the Larry O'Brien trophy is what stands out. Like putting banners on our fucking walls, what stands out. Like that shit is history. You know what I mean? I thought that whole shit was corny. I'm like, dude, the hell you popping champagne for, bro? This is how low the NBA has stooped, man. You're all winners. You're all winners. They knew damn well we wasn't gonna go that far. And I'm not gonna. I swear, this Lakers front office it's been a complete mess. It's been a complete mess for decades. And this is before we even got LeBron on the team. It's been a complete mess with the Phil Jackson, Jenny Buss situation and shit like that. And I've said it ever since Phil Jackson and went to New York. You know, I was like, man, we gonna go through a drought. It's been how long since we actually won a legitimate championship? Now, I understand it, man. LeBron is at that age, man. He's like, what, like 40-something years old? He's at that age, man. He doesn't have that Kobe mentality. You know what I mean? Like how Kobe was doing, where it's like, nah, man, I got to give the people what they want. They pay this much money to come see me perform. I'm going to hit the gym daily. A lot of people don't know. Kobe was only getting like 4 hours of sleep. And the rest of the hours in the daytime is all pure work. He never, like, was, you know, he never cared about being famous and shit. He just wanted the ball, right? LeBron don't have that same mentality. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that same passion as Kobe did. You know what I mean? And this one thing where it's like that's one thing that's been messing us up for like the get-go, you know what I mean? Cause we talking about now, we don't practice. We don't try to get that team chemistry. We don't try to run plays, you know what I mean? Scrimmages. We don't try to do none of that shit. It's all individual now, if you understand what I'm saying. We don't. It's so messed up. Where it's like, bro, if I had known any better, we got those coaches where it's like they can't tell LeBron no. You know what I mean? They just dare. You know what I mean? LeBron is the one that's like, okay, well, this is my motherfucking team. I then went from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, all that other good shit. This is my team. I flown to LA. This is my team now. And only thing he did basically was not only raise the price of Lakers tickets, fuck, but it's like, dog, do you just want to get famous? Or do you want to win rings? Do you want to win championships, bro? And it's like, so what? We got something else to make you seem like you look good? Like, is it just one of those things where it's like, oh, I won the end season tournament? It's like, as far as I know, like I said, the bubble championship don't count, bro. And at the same time, it's like, one thing that pissed me off was, y'all remember when the Rams and the Bengals was in the Super Bowl and shit, and we had that Super Bowl halftime, you know, with Dr. Dre, Eminem, MJB, Kendrick, 50, when they all performed on stage and shit. And instead of being in the locker room practicing, instead of being in the locker room or whatever practicing, y'all up in the motherfucking stands with your cup of wine. Go Birds, yeah, beat Dallas. On the set, beat Dallas. Shit. It's one thing that pissed me off with LeBron, man. Ever since LeBron fucking got to the team, we ain't won shit with the Clippers, which pissed me off, and I knew that because I knew this shit right here was bad when we started losing to the Clippers the way we did. In the Kobe era, the Clippers were a little sister. Yeah, maybe we had a little bit of trouble with the Suns. Here and there with the Warriors. Here and there with, you know, the Spurs and shit. But we getting beat up by the Sacramento Kings. We getting beat up by the Clippers. Now the Clippers got our number. You know what I mean? And this just me expressing my frustration. You know what I mean? And like I said, I try to be fair about this shit. I'm gonna have to give me a little more of this oomph. You ain't got that same mentality, man. You know what I mean? You ain't got that same mentality. It makes me, it really frustrates me. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with this shit, man. It's bad. Like, it is bad. If you a real Laker fan, I mean a real Laker fan, and I ain't talking about just the Kobe era. Like, I'm an 89 baby, right? So we talking about when Eddie Jones was still on the team. You know what I mean? Like, if you are a real ass Laker fan and not a LeBron fan, you ain't happy. You ain't satisfied. The shit that you saw yesterday, that shit irks my freaking soul. It irks my freaking soul. Like, why the fuck are you popping bottles like you won a goddamn championship, brother? You ain't won shit. You ain't did shit for us. Why the fuck are you here? Why the fuck are you on this team, bro? And then we got these people trying to compare him like Mike, like Kareem. Trying to compare him to Cole. You serious? Shit. You serious? Kobe is literally in the press conferences. They like, Cole, why aren't you happy? Why aren't you smiling? It's like, why should I be smiling? Is the job done? All right, the job ain't done. Shit, I'll be happy when I win me another championship. You mean to tell me, this is all we have to show for us? Like a $500,000 check and a goddamn trophy, a end season tournament? Like, what the hell? They did all of this shit for you, bro? Like, what the hell? Like, we're trying to make ourselves seem like we're really something we not, bro. The fuck out of here, man. We getting whooped on. We keep getting smashed on by the Clippers. We getting smashed on by teams that we used to own. Like, are you serious, bro? AD, I ain't gonna say shit about you, brother. Like, we good, man. But some shit need to change, man. I'm sorry, but I cannot watch this shit, man. I cannot watch this shit. I really can't. Like, I literally lost all of it. Like, it's, I mean, only time when I really get any type of highlights or whatever is when I hit a Carcino's channel and he talks about it and shit. The recap, the Los Angeles Lakers recap or the Los Angeles Lakers breakdown and shit. You know, I don't watch this shit. I watch this shit while I'm listening to other people's YouTube channels and shit. But I'm frustrated. This shit is making me mad, bro. Like, it's like, dog, you making the Laker Nation look like clowns, bro. Like, serious shit. You could have kept all that shit in Cleveland, man. Like, I mean, if you, okay, you went to LA, right? Just say you went to LA just to be a Hollywood star, bro. Like, come on, man. Anyways, now to the Eagles. Bird game. Now to the Eagles, right? I remember when I was watching HDI's what's it called? HDI's cause he did football every Sunday, right? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, bro. He did NFL football live streams and shit, which is always fun to listen to. You know, he has the panel going and shit. Shout out to you fellas and shit like that. You know, we all talk shit. We talk football. You know, we talk all types of sports. Talk hip hop. Talk, you know, it's just like, it just remind me of dudes in a barbershop. You know what I mean? It just, you know, OG dudes. We just chopping it up and shit. You know what I mean? Let me give me another cup. And he he brought up a point where he was talking about the Eagles and shit, right? Mainly, this was during the Chiefs Eagles game, right? Instead of making it about Jalen Hurts and Patty Mahomes, they made it about the Kelsey brothers. Oh yeah, you see that spot on my ceiling? That's what happens when you open a can of tomato sauce. That shit spurted up there. I can't even reach that shit. Give me another cup of this shit. Shout out to my baby for making us coffee, man. But he made a hell of a point when he talked about, you know, Jason Kelsey. You know what I mean? And the point that he said was, because I guess Jason Kelsey is near at the end of his career. And he said, and I quote, that offensive linemen are the goons of the squad. Offensive linemen are the goons of the team. And I quote, why the hell are you trying to be out there and make a podcast and shit? You supposed to be the goon, man. Jason Kelsey, we need you today, brother. I'll give you San Francisco. I will give you San Francisco. But we need you today, brother. This is one of them games right now where it's like, nah, we need y'all to show out. We got people laughing at us, man. Look, I love your podcast. But as an Eagle fan, dog, we need you to be a goon. Really, go up to Dallas and punch somebody in the mouth. Real shit. We'll take the penalty. Do it for Big Don, bro. Walk up to Dallas. I don't care. Punch Mozzie Smith in the mouth, man. Shoot, Lane Johnson, keep doing what you doing. Cam Jurgens, step your damn game up. Jordan Mailata, step your damn game up. Lando Dickerson, you doing your thing, but we need a little extra today. We invested in our line so much, our offensive, defensive line. You know, and it's too much going on right now where it's like, who the hell do we blame for shit? How come we didn't bring back this guy? How come we didn't bring back this guy? Oh, we're missing Miles Sanders because the run game ain't there no more. Shit, hell, we're missing Isaac Seumalo because, you know, Cam Jurgens ain't blocking as well as Isaac Seumalo, so we had to, you know, settle for him. We couldn't pay Isaac Seumalo, you know, what he wanted to be paid. We had to let TJ Edwards go. We had to let go Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You know, our secondary, our corners. Oh shit, we had to play Eli Ricks. We had to play what the fuck his name is? I forgot. Christian Ellis is a bum. This is what it is, you know. And I know yeah, we could have bring some people back. Hell, I was like, yo, why not just franchise tag one of these you know, one of these players, at least so we can just keep them for one more year. But then I get it, you know, salary cap, because there's some other people in other positions that we trying to pay at right now. Hell, this was the year that, you know, rent was due. You know, we had to pay off Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? We had to make sure we got Hurts, you know, for the time being, for the long term. So I get it. You know, and it is what it is. But there's some shit that I'll really be thinking, like, cause I think Howie, maybe he's not just thinking about, you know, this season. He's not thinking about just like, oh, well, this season. But what if he thinking the next season and the season after and shit like that? You know what I mean? Cause if I had known no better, Howie trying to save him some damn money, bro. You know what I mean? Cause y'all remember when he went to the Super Bowl last year? You know what I mean? After that Super Bowl appearance or whatever, during the offseason, you already know there's going to be a lot of players, a lot of athletes that's going to be asking for a payday, for a pay raise and shit like that. Howie ain't going for that shit. You know what I mean? This is how I know. When we won the Super Bowl in 2017, we won that on a backup squad. We beat Tom Brady with Nick Foles, and he was supposed to be a backup quarterback. Did you guys know and understand that we had a completely different squad, right? And it wasn't just that. There was practice squads. There was, you know, backup people. We had Corey Graham. Corey Graham. We beat Tom Brady with Corey Graham. What's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. The cornerback that we had, Ronald Darby. You know what I mean? You know, we had what's his name? The tight end that you know, Philly special. I can't remember his name. So we had Chance Warmack. We had Chance Warmack because Jason Peters couldn't stay healthy. We had a completely different squad. Jay Ajayi, like, look at the stats. Corey Clement Corey Clement went ham in that Super Bowl. Look where he's at now. We be talking about the strip sack, and I'm like, yo, what about Darius Sproles' punt return? You know what I mean? Zach Ertz touchdown that almost got ruled incomplete. Corey Clement took one to the house. Alshon Jeffrey, I think, scored a touchdown that game. We talking about a squad where it's like all we had was Jalen Mills. All we had was Ronald Darby, Patrick Robinson. You know what I mean? In a slot. Malcolm Jenkins, Rodney McLeod. That's who are. You think if we still had them, we'll be going ham today? It's like, nah, man. I'm saying we didn't have that type of squad like that. Our number one receiver was Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why are we? I mean, sometimes I'm like, yeah, we frustrated and shit. But then I'm like, okay, was it the coaching? Was it the general managers? Was it the players? Was it the play calling? You know what I mean? Because Lord knows that wasn't no fluke. But that just seemed like it was like the right place and the right time. If we're going to compare the Super Bowl the last time to the Super Bowl this year, I ain't going to say that we had a better squad in 2017, 2018. I can't say that shit. I mean, we had a better offensive line, defensive line. You know, when we had Brandon Brooks, you know what I mean? I just say Marlon playing, you know. This is I feel like I'm missing something. It's like, this ain't what I think it is, you know what I mean? This ain't what I think it is, because I'm looking at the squad we had now. You know what I mean? And we put that, I mean, I get it, because the Eagles' literal first Super Bowl that we won. We've been a franchise for like over 60 years, right? This is literally the first Super Bowl in 60 years. You know what I mean? But the way I look at that squad, I'm like, we won a Super Bowl with Nigel Bradham, bro. With Nigel Bradham, where the fuck is he? Like, serious shit, where the fuck is Nigel Bradham, man? You know what I mean? I'm like, in today's time, and we had that Super Bowl squad back in 2018 or whatever, the same squad that beat Tom Brady and Bill Belichick with the backup freaking quarterback. If we had that same squad and implemented today, Corey Clement, Jay Ajayi, Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith, Nick Foles, what's his name? Whoever the fuck the other quarterback was. If we had that same squad and we implemented today, well, we had made a run this year, you know what I mean? What team was actually better? The team we have now, you know what I mean? Like, what, you know, Eli Ricks, Darius Slade, James Bradbury, Kevin Byard. We had, what team was better, man? If we use this team that we have, A.J. Brown, D. Smith, and we put that shit back in 2019 or 2018 when we won our Super Bowl, Well, we still had one, and this is the shit I be thinking about. You know what I mean? Hell, we wanted to bring Jay Ajayi back the year after, and he couldn't stay healthy. We wanted to bring Corey Clement back because I ain't like Corey Clement went ham that year. Where's he at? Where is he at, man? You know what I mean? And let's just be real. The Eagles never had a solid running back since Brian Westbrook. We never had a solid running back since Brian Westbrook. You know what I mean? We never had solid linebackers. The last solid linebacker I remember us ever having was DeMeco Ryans. Like, let's just be real. So I can't complain. I cannot complain, man. I think, and it's not us. It's not like we got worse. It's just other teams got better. You know? Shout out to HDI, man. Shoot, I see you, man. I just got your notification. I'm going to be on that shit in a minute, man. But I just wanted to make this point, man, about my team. Eagles Nation, man. Eagles community, man. Shout out to y'all. I love, participating in your streams. I love being in the comments. I love chopping it up with y'all. But, and this is some shit I can even say about the Lakers, too. But I can't cry over spilled milk, man. This shit is stressful. This shit is stressful. Especially with the Eagles. It's like, somehow we literally made it work. Somehow we literally won a Super Bowl with the squad we had back then. Somehow we made it to the Super Bowl with the squad we had last year. You know what I mean? So it's like, what we, what's all the fuss about? It's not like our team got worse. Other teams got better. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. We had better depth. We had better depth during our Super Bowl year. We ain't got it now. We had nothing but practice squad talent on our team. And I get it. Yo, Howie could have made some trades before the deadline. Howie could have made some trades in the offseason. But then I'll be wondering, the free agents, the trades or whatever. Like, let's just say, like, we had star talent. You know what I mean? Let's be real. How much money was Javon Hargrave? How much money was Javon Hargrave asking for? You know what I mean? Like, when we wanted, what's his name? Jamal Adams, I think his name is. From Indiana, the running back. How much was Indiana asking for? You know what I mean? Shit, when we wanted to get Derrick Henry, how much was they asking for in Tennessee? You know what I mean? Because, in my opinion, I feel like the only reason why Howie said, I'm good, because they probably try to rip him off. And whatever he said no to whatever he said no to, the talent that he was trying to get, you know what I mean? These goddamn trade rumors and shit like that. Maybe Howie was like, I ain't paying for that shit. You know what I mean? He was like, dog, I need this money for next year. I need this money for next month's rent. You know what I mean? Because, damn well, let's just say we go back to the Super Bowl. Let's just say we make another Super Bowl run and we go back. And the players that are ending the contract, they gonna be wanting to pay they too. Like serious shit. The same players, like serious shit. How much did we pay Carson Wentz? And then Carson Wentz, cause he was, if we won for Carson Wentz, we would never have won the Super Bowl. That's just gonna be flat out. But how much money did Carson Wentz want? All right, so we paid Carson Wentz, right? Did it work out? You know what I mean? Did it work out? Obviously, it didn't. We overpaid for that motherfucker, right? So let's just be real, man. I think Howie, he's smart, and we can't just talk about his ego. Howie be penny saving, man. He's like, dude, nah, I'm not giving up an arm and a leg for this guy, man. You know what I mean? It's all right. I'll take my business elsewhere. How many times have we made practice squad players look like, you know, Hall of Famers? You know what I mean? Shout out to Greg Ward, man. You know what I mean? And it just didn't pan out like that. They still on practice squad. You know what I mean? We have this thing where it's like we go all in on players that had that flash in the pan moment, but then when they move on to other teams, they don't produce. For a minute, I thought Jordan Matthews was going to be the shit. Where the fuck is he at? He didn't have to move to tight end. He moved to tight end. Where the fuck is he at? When we had Jordan Matthews, right? Like, come on, bro. Where the fuck is Eric Rowe? Y'all remember when we had Chip Kelly and we had Eric Rowe? Everybody wanted to keep Eric Rowe. Or that time when we had Paul Turner and Paul Turner was holding it down. Where the fuck was he? Where the fuck is he now? You know what I mean? So it just goes to show. It's like, I don't know, man. I think eventually I'm a, whether we win this year or not, I think we're looking at long term. Cause it's like, look, Howie is literally thinking like, okay, what about the season after? What about 2 seasons after? You know what I mean? And we talking about salary cap, man. I'm not gonna pay for all these motherfuckers. That's probably like, I'm not gonna pay long term for these people where it's like, okay, I know damn well they probably not gonna be nothing the season after. Anything that happen, it's a contact sport. You know what I mean? We can't cry over spilled milk all the time, man. You know, and I get it, man. I love to talk shit with the rest of them, but at the end of the day, it's like, look, I still trust Howie. You know what I mean? Do I think Howie should take, you know, other people's ideas in consideration? Yeah. You know what I mean? But some shit I do agree with, you know, when it came to him, because his mentality is it always starts at the trenches. So he's always getting that offensive lineman. He's always getting that D tackle and shit. You know what I mean? But just be real. We was never good at developing running backs and linebackers. Like, let's just be real. A lot of the times we win games. I don't know how the fuck we do it, but we win games with practice squad members. Practice squad. Like AR said, practice. Not a game, practice. We expect practice squad undrafted free agents to play like MVPs. We need to chill. Let's just see what the fuck happens, man. It's like, look, if we don't get it, it's cool. You know what I mean? We'll get it. We will get another one eventually. But we gotta think long term here. Nobody really be thinking that shit. Like this could be Jason Kelsey's last season. This could be Brandon Graham's last season. Who knows? He's getting up there in age. Who's gonna replace them? He's probably looking like, who's gonna replace Brandon Graham and Jason Kelsey? Who's gonna replace them? You know what I mean? He's probably already like 10 steps ahead. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's probably looking at free agents from next season, next off season. Okay, well, I see this guy. He made a, you know what I mean? He made an impact on this team, but he's about to be a free agent next year. All right, well, I got, I saved the salary cap. We built up more salary cap. They ain't gonna make them calls. Hey, well, I got a position for you, and I got the money. I didn't have it this season, but I got it this season now. That's all I'm saying. You gotta be a little bit more patient with this shit, man. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to hop on HD's live, man. Shout out to Welcome to HD TV, man. HDI TV with the 2 eyes. Shout out to Sino, because I fuck with y'all content. Joe Castro, Philly. There's a lot of people that I really, and watching your videos is a reason why I'm, rambling on about this shit. You know what I mean? Dan Cilio show. It's entertaining at the end of the day, but some of the shit that I've watched and listened to is like, okay. And I like to challenge my perspective sometimes. You know what I mean? Mike Gill, Josh Hennig, Johnny Mack, Jody Mack, and we talking about, hell, John McMullen literally is in the locker room asking, the talent these questions and shit. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's a lot of shit that's going on that I'm not seeing. Obviously, that we're not seeing. We're not in the locker room. You know what I mean? And I consider Howie a mad scientist. You know what I mean? He knows what the fuck he's doing. Obviously, you know what the fuck he's doing if he's making a practice squad play like this. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know what the fuck he's doing. Anyways, man, I'm about to hop in the shower, get me a nice hot ass shower, straighten up a little bit, and get this on. Get the football games on so I can see what's going on. Fantasy football. One love to y'all. Peace.